Dear McDonald's, your breakfast menu, fire. 10s across the board. I could be happy with anything, even though I ordered the same thing every time. Thanks for not judging me. I'll try something new next time. Maybe.
Score a 2 for $5 deal on a sausage McMuffin with egg and more. Limited time only. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer. Single item at regular price.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
This is the Roz and Mocha Retro Show.
Well, look at that. Look at us.
Oh, gorgeous.
Hey.
Once again.
Three gorgeous people.
Look at us back at it again.
Oh, yeah.
How you guys doing?
Great. How are you guys?
How you doing?
Oh, why this? Why the sexy voice? Is that the theme for today's retro podcast?
Wow, if only that was a segue.
Oh, wow. Look at that. Well, first we should say hi, everyone. This is the Retro Podcast. This is where myself, Dan, Maury, and Maria relist some of our favorite moments from the Roz and Mocha show, past and present, right?
Nope.
Just past?
Yeah.
All right. Well, there you go. Just past.
Ghosts of shows past.
So we've already alluded to it because I guess the theme is sexy. So let's go to our resident sexy. Maury, go ahead.
So 2013, what a great vintage year. And all things sexy. Okay. All things sexy today.
Okay. I guess I will kick it off. Question for the room. Is sexting... No, really. Okay. Question for Maria. Is sexting cheating?
With a random person?
Well, I mean, that's somebody that's not your partner.
Yeah.
Yeah? You think so?
Okay.
Oh,
Let's break this. Hold on. If it's just like,
glasses
hey, you
are
looked
coming
great last night, or, oh, that was a wonderful blouse. But I think if it's like, oh, I want to rub my hands down your back, I think that's cheating.
Okay, so complimenting somebody's outfit, not so much cheating in your mind.
Or oh my God, you're I think there's a fine line.
I don't think like complimenting someone, like for example, if I were to compliment a different guy and say like, you look good tonight, I definitely don't think it's cheating, but I think it's completely disrespectful, and I would never do it because I would never disrespect my partner.
Okay, well, this is the conversation we had in 2013, and of course, we hit the streets to find out what you thought, and here that is.
Roz and Mocha Retro 2013.
So yesterday we did a story that it really hit home to Damn It Maury. It really did. And the headline was, sexting is worse than kissing on the lips, according to a new cheating survey. Damn it, Maury, please don't pretend like you can't hear us talking in there.
You got the radio cranked in there.
Here, I'll just go through this real quickly with you. A new survey finds that when it comes to cheating, sexting is a worse crime than kissing someone on the lips. Here are the numbers. A whopping 85% of women and 74% of men would consider it to be cheating if their partner sent a sexy text message or photo to another person. However, only 56% of women and 40% of men would consider it cheating if their partner kissed someone else on the lips. So there's more people that think sexting is a far bigger relationship crime than kissing someone on the lips. And damn it, Maury
These are just people that don't understand.
Okay, so if you sent a naked selfie to another man,
That's not sexting.
Okay.
you clearly do not understand.
Sexting is words.
Okay, same thing, Maury. Now, Maury is the king of this. Maury, I don't know how many times Maury in our relationship has asked me about a scenario and then followed it up with, is that cheating? The answer to that is always, if you have to ask if it's cheating, it's cheating.
I'm the king of something.
Moment of pride. So, damn it, Maury, wanting to prove his point, went to the streets last night, took it to the streets, armed with only his intelligence and a microphone.
Thanks, Roz. We are out on the streets of Toronto to find out, is sexting a form of cheating? Let's find out what the people think. Excuse me. Hi, what's your name? Quick question for you. Quick question? No. Okay. Hi, what's your name?
My name is Catherine.
Catherine, do you think sexting is a form of cheating?
I think it does depend on the situation, but I personally would say no. Just think that everybody has their own definition of what cheating counts.
Quiet down. Sorry.
I don't necessarily think it's emotionally cheating. I would just say that If it's all in good fun, then that's fine. But as long as you know where to draw the line, and as long as it stays via text message, I think you'll be fine.
Is sexting a form of
Can
cheating?
you stop this for a
I
second?
would say yes.
Why didn't you ask the question that is the question?
I thought at the moment that was the question.
That's not the question. That's not even...
I thought it was just about, is sexting cheating?
No. Did
That's
you
what the
not
question
hear
was to me.
anything we did yesterday?
Yeah. That is sexting cheating? That's what I wanted to find out.
No. The question was, is sexting a worse crime in a relationship than kissing another person on the lips? It's not, is sexting cheating? All you went to do is because you don't believe sexting is cheating, you just went to a bunch of people you've never met to try and prove your point.
Yep. Sexting a form of cheating?
I would say yes. I think that with those sex, you're implying a lot more than what's just being put down on the words. And so I would not want my partner to be sexting someone else if we were together. So yeah, I'd consider it cheating.
And so do you think sexting is a form of cheating?
No, because it's just all fun and games. So it's not a form of cheating. You only live once, so
YOLO.
technology is awesome right now, so use sexting.
100% I do. I think that if I saw
Thank
my
you.
girlfriend sexting some other guy, we'd have a big issue.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think that it's all harmless unless something physically actually happens. That's cheating.
What? I think it is 100% because you're still doing. It may not be physical, exactly actually going through the actions of cheating, but I think it's how it all starts.
All right, dude. So do you think sexting is a form of cheating?
I do, yes. I think you're showing affection towards someone that you shouldn't probably be doing that to.
Okay. Anyway, that was not the point of any of this.
But we learned that it's really not.
No, no.
There's a lot of wrong people in Toronto.
We didn't learn anything from that.
I learned that it's not necessarily cheating.
No, but
take from it what you will.
No.
Yeah, you're an idiot.
No, Maury. No, buddy. Booby. That wasn't the question.
Well.
Disaster.
With McValue at McDonald's, you don't just get deals on the drinks. You get deals on McDonald's drinks. So when you're breaking a sweat, embrace the chill without breaking the bank. And when your crew is running on empty, keep your wallet full while refreshing the squad.
Ace the vibe check with drinks like lemonade, frozen Fanta Blue Raspberry, or any size drink for just $1.49. Limited time only. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
See? A lot of people don't think it is.
So I once accidentally sexted my mom. Ever tell you that?
Why are we only finding out about that now?
Yeah, it was really awkward.
What do you mean?
Well, I meant to send it to somebody else, obviously. It wasn't intentionally sent to my mom. That's pretty weird.
What did you...
Yeah.
How detailed?
Yeah, can we know what it was? Can you beat this? What would you
No,
say?
it was detailed. It was detailed. We're going to have to beat this whole thing.
That's fine.
So I essentially explained that, I explained how I wanted to
Oh my God.
Yeah, I explained it in grave detail.
And what did your mom do?
Thank God I was able to get to her phone and I knew her password before she could read it.
Okay.
Because otherwise that would have been, oh man, just so uncomfortable.
Good thing for unsending messages now on Apple.
You only have a time limit, I've learned.
Oh. You want to explain that story more?
Yeah.
No, just in general. If you're I beep that too.
Yep.
Oh geez, I didn't mean to send that. In hindsight, maybe that was a little, it wasn't a sexual. It was passive,
passive aggressive or something like that.
And then you hold over it, and the window comes up, and suddenly unsend is no longer there.
You know
and you're
what?
like,
I've actually
"God
learned
damn."
that too recently, but I mean, it's fine. Whatever. I'm not really.
All right. Well, that's my embarrassing story. Who's up next?
I think Maureen.
Okay, so going back to 2013. Well, let me ask you this first.
Yeah.
The current Leafs, womp womp. The current Leafs, outside of their performance, which one's the sexiest? No, let's honestly.
I've never thought about that.
No harm.
Why don't you give us an answer? Who's the sexiest Leaf?
I would say that Mitch Marner is cute.
Okay. Is it boyish good looks? Is that
Boyish
what it is?
good looks,
Okay.
absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I would say William Nylander is gorgeous.
Okay. What's the difference between gorgeous and sexy?
So great question. I don't know.
Okay, that's all right. That's okay. So we're talking Leafs that are sexy?
2013, that roster of Leafs, we asked when we were down to the Leafs game, which Leaf is the sexiest of that time? You had Joffrey Lupul, you had Nazem Kadri, et cetera,
You
et cetera.
should do that again.
It's absolutely 1,000%.
Yeah, next season.
It was a good lineup in 2013.
Oh, you enjoyed it? Okay.
I mean, Joffrey Lupul was, wow.
Got that jawline.
Yeah.
I remember,
Is he a
I
model
remember him.
now or something?
Is he a model?
Is he? I don't know.
He could be. All right, well,
I think he was modeling for a while, underwear model.
I think you're right. And we had Dion Phaneuf back then, too.
Oh, look at that, Dion Phaneuf. Look at Maria's face. All right, let's listen. From 2013.
Roz and Mocha Retro 2013.
Damn it, Maury, please. I hate your face today, Maury.
Wow.
I do. Even yesterday, if you missed it, was the day that Damon Maury got to shave his mustache off. And I'm not happy about it.
Full audio is posted at kiss925.com, by the way.
So the hockey game last night, you won tickets in an office pool?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. We lost 4-1. I want a refund.
How you going to get a refund?
That's how that works.
I think that if you lose, if the team loses, you should get to come back again.
Only, well, I shouldn't say that. Only Maury would want a refund on free tickets.
I was disappointed.
Yeah, okay.
It was a lackluster game.
Okay, don't try and be funny.
Who'd they play last night?
Who'd they play, Maury?
I don't remember.
Maury emailed me during the game, was like, I don't recognize these uniforms.
Why don't you just look at your tickets?
It's just a swoosh. No, there's no words. It's just a swoosh.
Oh, the Kentucky swooshes.
Yeah, yes. So
Right?
the Leafs played the Kentucky swooshes last night, lost 4-1. Surprisingly, the boys from Kentucky played a very good game last night.
We even scored a goal and they took it back.
Yeah, okay.
So
you were with Dammit Matthew, like a date night kind of deal?
Yeah.
That's fun.
I thought it'd be nice to get out.
Have you guys ever done that before? You've gone to a hockey game together?
No.
No.
We've gone to baseball games,
But not a
never
hockey
do that
game.
again. No, and I think that was our last hockey game together.
Why? That was your last hockey game?
Oh, he was so bored. And
Oh.
he found it. And I agree with him. The people talk around you. And I
Right.
just don't understand
Oh, what?
that.
He
Like,
was so into the game?
No, but like everyone around you is just yap, yap, yap. Like when you go to a stage play, people are paying attention.
Okay.
Pay attention to the game.
Okay. Anyway, Dammit Maury, talk to some hardcore Leaf fans after the game. What did you find out last night, Maury?
Well, Matthew and I were trying to figure out who the sexiest Leaf was, so I wanted to find out who people think is the sexiest
Hold on,
Leaf.
you were asking Leaf fans after a game that the Leafs lost who the sexiest Leaf was?
What else are you going to ask them?
This sounds like a hate crime waiting to happen.
Roz, I know that's right. Oh my God, they were just giving them away. Sad, sad display of sportsmanship here at the Air Canada Centre tonight.
Not really.
My first game, sitting in the seats with my fiance Matthew, and we were just appalled. And you went to the bathroom here at the Air Canada Centre. What was that experience like?
Disgusting. I don't think one guy washed their hands at all. I think I was the only one washing my hands.
What do you think of the game tonight?
I think we have a big problem, Toronto. I think, no, it's serious. Forget learning how to play hockey. These guys need to learn how to skate.
And it was pretty sad.
I don't know how to skate, but come on. They should know, right? I mean, at least, I don't know. They need to score some balls in them nets.
Can a gay couple like us enjoy a Leafs game here? It was pretty weird.
Oh my God. There was like so much eye candy everywhere. I was everyone.
Matthew and I wanted to find out who the sexiest Toronto Maple Leaf was. I say Lyles because, you know, he's cute, I guess. Wouldn't you like to Lyles under him?
I didn't even know who we were playing against, and I still don't know who we played against.
Text Roz. Are you like me and you come to the Leafs game to check out the sexy Leafs?
Yeah, guilty.
I thought so. Now, who would you say is the sexiest Leaf?
The new one with a really long name that I can't pronounce.
Van Chrysler or something?
Van Riemsdyk.
Who would you say is the sexiest Leaf?
Lupul. He's got blue eyes, dark hair. He's awesome.
Becky, who's the sexiest Maple Leaf?
I'll go with Reimer.
Reimer? Nice. Well done. That's the team I'm on. I'm on Team Reimer. Who do you think the hottest Leaf is? Like, sexy-wise?
I don't know. I'm here for Kessel, so...
Well, are you into redheads?
Sometimes.
Tara, who do you think the sexiest Leaf is?
I totally think Dion Phaneuf.
What about, like, Reimer? Or, what about that Lyles guy?
Lyles? He's okay. It's not really my type.
What do you think of the game tonight?
The refs sucked.
Can you stop
that
this for a second?
What the was that?
Maury, when we talked last night and I said go and talk to Leaf fans about who the sexiest Leaf was, did I have to be specific to say I wanted you to talk to guys?
No.
Ay, ay, ay.
Why the face on
Sorry, I just it's not my
Did
thing.
you have Phaneuf of that conversation?
What?
Did you have Phaneuf of that
Yes, I did
conversation?
have Phaneuf in that conversation.
The puns. All right, Maria, you're up next.
Okay, well, on this show, we always talk about sexiness for some reason, and Roz thinks he's the most elite.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Sexy.
at one time he was in Hello Canada's Sexiest Man
Yeah,
Alive.
yeah. I mean, he's riding that one, but here's another conversation of Roz thinking he's sexy.
Okay, here we go.
Roz and Mocha Retro 2013.
Hi, Mocha. How are you?
Good. How are you today?
Good, thank you. I have a question for Roz.
First of all, what's your name?
Monica.
Monica. Where are you calling from?
I'm Brenton.
A little bit of Monica in my life. All right. What up, Monica? What do you want to say to Roz?
Roz, how do you feel when you have these girls call in and they're like, oh my God, you're so sexy?
It's story of my life. You know.
Oh, God. Monica. Like, what? How long? Hang on. Real quick. How long have you been listening to the Roz and Mocha show?
Oh my God, for over a year now.
Right. So you know Roz's attitude. You know Roz's ego. You know what gets him going.
Yeah.
Why would you even have to ask that question?
Because I want to know how it feels. Like, yes, I know it gets him going, but
Yeah. I'll tell you, you become...
Here we go.
You become...
Hang on, wait. Let me stop the music for this.
You become desensitized to it. You know, you can only hear "you're beautiful" so many times before, I honestly don't even process it anymore. I really don't.
I think your voice is more sexy. No, this is, don't take offense. I think your voice is more sexy.
Then what?
Then your looks. Right, Monica?
Thank you.
Well, how can you compare that? It's all one and the same, hon.
Well, not really.
Okay.
I didn't know what you look like until I'd seen you on E.
Okay. Now, are you saying that I'm attractive, or are you saying I'm not attractive?
You're not my type, but you're attractive.
So
on a scale of 1 to 10, Monica.
I need to gauge this. Okay. In your eyes, who is a 10?
Channing Tatum.
All right. Channing Tatum.
Okay, so here you go. I'm a very different type of sexy than Channing Tatum.
Yeah, the ugly one.
Channing Tatum. Channing Tatum is a different kind of sexy than me. Okay, so if that's your 10, I'm not the guy for you.
No, but your voice is.
But just in general, on a scale of 1 to 10, Monica, where is Roz?
I'm gonna give him a 7.
7? Whatever, honey.
What do you mean, whatever?
Please.
Yeah, too high.
So for someone who is not my type, you're good looking. I'm not saying you're not.
I don't accept anything lower than an 8.
You don't accept anything lower than an 8?
That's correct, honey.
Well, that's a situation, isn't it?
Dear McDonald's, your breakfast menu? Fire. 10s across the board. I could be happy with anything, even though I ordered the same thing every time. Thanks for not judging me. I'll try something new next time. Maybe.
Score a 2 for $5 deal on a sausage McMuffin with egg and more. Limited time only. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer. Single item at regular price.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
We need to do an episode of the Retro Podcast where it's only clips of Roz talking about how sexy
he is. Yeah, it'd be a 4-hour-long episode.
Yeah.
Also, what's the statute of limitation on how long you can remind people that you are Hello Canada's Sexiest Man Alive?
Is there an expiry date, or is that just like an honor you get to live with?
I don't think so. I think 10 years and you can no longer bring it up.
But what happens if you were in People Magazine's Sexiest? You're forever a People Magazine's Sexiest Man Alive, aren't you?
Fair.
Same thing, right?
Fair. Yeah.
So, I mean, if Roz wants to claim Hello Magazine's sexiest person or one of the sexiest people, I say let him do it.
Fine.
Yeah, it's in his own mind, but that's okay. We love him.
You guys think you'd ever be one of the people's sexiest men?
Yeah, right. Not me.
I'm no.
He had a little bit of confidence there. For
I was
a
like, why
second.
even bother pretending?
It's all good. Well, that was it. We're going to take our sexy asses out of here and say goodbye. We'll talk to you next week. Peace.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Catch the guys live
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10
on Kiss 92.5.
KISS925.com.
Or download the Seeker app.